Welcome to Channel Mental Matrix. Please like and subscribe my channel. Better Living Through Psychology. Today's short talk tackles a topic you've been asking for repeatedly. Male cheating versus female cheating. We're going to paint with broad strokes. Here, this isn't about individual cases, but population-level patterns. And yes, there are some very real, significant differences in how men and women tend to approach infidelity. Let's dive in. The first major difference? Relationship satisfaction. Research shows that for men, there's no statistically significant difference in relationship satisfaction between those who cheat and those who don't. In other words, a man's happiness or unhappiness in his primary relationship doesn't strongly predict whether he'll be unfaithful. But for women, it's a different story. Women who cheat report much higher levels of dissatisfaction in their primary relationships compared to women who don't. Put simply, satisfied women are far less likely to stray, though it's not impossible. This points to something deeper. Men and women often cheat for very different reasons. For most men, cheating isn't about replacing their partner or filling unmet needs. Instead, it's often about opportunity and the belief they can get away with it. I've spoken to countless men who've said some version of this. I love my wife. I'd never leave her. She means everything to me. And I sleep with other women. To these men, these two statements aren't contradictory. They've simply compartmentalized, created mental boxes where loving their wife and sleeping with someone else coexist without conflict. This ability to compartmentalize might even explain one of women's biggest complaints. About men, he's emotionally unavailable. What they're sensing isn't a lack of emotion, but that his emotions are walled off, locked in separate compartments. It's the same dynamic that allows him to keep his marriage and an affair emotionally distinct. For women, the story is different. The high rates of dissatisfaction among women who cheat suggest their infidelity often arises from unmet emotional or relational needs, in many cases consciously or not female. Cheating signals that the primary relationship has become untenable. Sometimes it even serves as a catalyst to end it. And if she can secure a more rewarding relationship in the process, she's effectively killed two birds with one stone. This difference shows up in cultural double standards, too. Men who cheat are often labeled heartless cads. Women who cheat? The narrative is often, her man wasn't treating her right. Another striking difference, emotional versus sexual infidelity. Men tend to care more about sexual betrayal. Women, about emotional betrayal. If you forced each to choose between their partner, having an emotionally intimate but sexless relationship or a purely sexual but emotionally empty one, men would overwhelmingly pick the former, women the latter. And we see this in their justifications too. When caught, men often say, "It didn't mean anything, it was just sex." This isn't always a lie. For many men, it's literally true due to their compartmentalization, and it often serves to calm their partner's anger. But if a woman says the same, "It didn't mean anything," she risks making things worse. Why? Because her male partner may interpret this as an even deeper insult. It suggests that another man accessed the same sexual intimacy he worked hard to earn, without commitment, without care, without paying the same price in time and resources. For many men, this triggers a deep sense of status loss, hence why the word cuckold has such a long history as an insult, with no real female equivalent. So what does this all mean? In short, male and female infidelity differ in motivation, relationship satisfaction, and emotional dimensionality. What's your take? Does this fit with your experience? Let me know in the comments. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video. It helps the channel grow. For more insights, check out my book, The Value of Others. Over 400 pages of deep dives into the economics of relationships, actionable advice, and psychological tools to help you succeed in the modern sexual marketplace. Available in ebook, audiobook, and paperback, links in the description. You can also join my free weekly newsletter or my private community, The Captain's Quarters, where I host live group consultations twice a month. All links below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.